Bethel Neighborhood Center, located in downtown Kansas City, Kansas, has been serving the community for over 100 years. Founded in 1911, Bethel has been a lighthouse among the community by providing hope, safety, and comfort to anyone who seeks it. In the early 1900s, the West Bottoms of Kansas City was home to one of the nation's largest meatpacking companies. This booming industry attracted thousands of immigrants looking for work. Poverty, lack of education, and illness were a few of the challenges that these new immigrants faced. Seeing the desperate need, the Women's Baptist Home Mission Society suggested a neighborhood center to help provide assistance to this community. The society appointed Nathaniel Clyde, a Kansas University graduate and seminary student, as the first director and superintendent. Work began on April 1, 1911. Bethel offered a daycare, medical services, sewing and cooking classes, and citizenship classes. Bethel also supported their spiritual needs by offering Bible studies, a Sunday school, and church services. Following the movement of the people, Bethel moved out of the West Bottoms to 14 South 7th Street. Bethel continued to offer programs and services to help improve the lives of the residents of the community, desiring always to be part of the community rather than outside of it. Bethel's new location helped it to remain involved in the lives of people in Kansas City. Through the 40s, 50s, and 60s, Bethel continued to grow and expand. The neighborhood had changed since 1911, but the mission remained the same: to provide people with the love and support they desperately needed. In 1960, Reverend Bob Wallace came to lead Bethel Neighborhood Center. Reverend Wallace strived to keep Bethel a place where everyone was welcome, no matter his or her race or ethnicity. One way in which he accomplished this was hiring the center's first African-American program director, Mr. Don Ellis. Bob Wallace also helped lead the construction of a new building in 1968. This new building provided new classrooms and a large multi-purpose room for the community to use. In the 70s and 80s, Bob Wallace welcomed Hmong refugees who had been displaced by the Vietnam War. Bethel's mission was growing from a local effort to a global one as immigrants from all parts of the world began to be part of Bethel. Jeannie and Bruce Bridgewater continued the legacy of Bob Wallace throughout the late 80s and 90s. Their story is of a love for both the community and also for each other. Today, Bethel continues in the legacy of Nathaniel Clyde, Bob Wallace, and many others, and continues to serve the community with love and compassion.
The people of Bethel shaped my ministry and shaped me. And what I learned was that we don't do so much ministry to people, but we do, or for them, but it's with.
We were fortunate that did ministry here, that we've had people with a multitude of gifts. And we would use these to make the community stronger.
I worked at Bethel 38 years. As far as working, I volunteered more years, helping families and keeping children off the street, giving them somewhere, safe place to come.
I started at Bethel when I was 6 years old and went all the way through high school and really fell in love with the place and spent a lot of time here over the next 12 years.
I was a Bethel kid growing up. Bethel Neighborhood Center allowed us to create a teen town on the second floor of the old center. It was a great place for us to hang out and spend time with our friends. It was a safe environment. It was a place that you didn't have to worry about anything, and you could just relax and be teenagers.
Bethel has a mission of renewing hope. And they renew hope, and they say through material, spiritual resources. It has a history of being available and being responsive to the transition in the community, the changes in the community.
From its early stages of the Hmong Church, they've used Bethel as a center of meeting. My mother mentioned too that when they came to the United States, this was where they started learning English. As they were learning English here at the center, I was learning English from their books that they brought home.
The people are what make Bethel, and it's like a home for a lot of people here in the inner city. They're people that have been coming here for years, for generations in fact. These seniors have lived here for many, many years, and they want to stay in their community. And because Bethel is here, they have connections.
It's not easy when you need to go ask for help, but we are here, and that's what we try and do. And I enjoy, working with them. It's good to hear that, that they're happy, and that they're getting the help that they need. I think God uses everyone, in whatever way they can help, whether it be big or small. So God is using me to do, His work to help others.
Coming to Bethel was very different. It was very different, but it was very rewarding. It gave me the opportunity to do what I love to do, and that was working with children. First, I said the African American children, and then we had mostly the Caucasian children, and then we had a blend of African American and Caucasian children. And then we had, later on, we started having the Hispanic children. And so that brought about a difference too, but it was all good.
I like making new friends, and this is where I met my best friend. So it was pretty good. The experience is awesome. And well, now I'm a volunteer here, and it's really nice, like whenever you don't come and all the kids are asking for you, and it's pretty nice to know that you have someone here waiting for you.
When I come to Bethel, I feel loved and happy because all the teachers care about me, and I care about the teachers. They want me to have a good scholarship and a good accomplishment to go what I need to accomplish in my dream. That's what people here at Bethel is about, just love, fun, and goals and big dreams.
We have a good example that our high school students who graduate from here, went to college and are working in banks now, and who's graduate from high school as summa cum laude and leading a community as a leaders. I believe that is what Bethel equips them to do, to get the confidence for them to say, I want to do this.
They really act as that collective welcoming hand, really representing the community as it exists today, and our willingness and our interest to reach out and help those that are new to the place we call home, to make it ultimately their home as well. It has been so important and critical to have a partner like the Bethel Center there right at the right place to help those in need in our community and those that are coming for the first time to be a part of Kansas City, Kansas. And I'm thrilled as mayor to join in this celebration because of the rewarding work that's been done.
I've known about Bethel for many years. I grew up in the American Baptist churches. As a kid, I used to, when I went to Bible school, I would bring school supplies to the vacation Bible school, and so I always heard about Bethel. I've also found out how loved Bethel was especially in the American Baptist churches, and how an important part it played here in Kansas City, Kansas too.
I think the big thing that is most wonderful about Bethel is that it gives you the opportunity to volunteer. And working on the board and doing other things, those are all cool, but working with the people that are here all the time is just a marvelous experience. They're a lot of fun. I enjoy them. I hope they enjoy me as much as I enjoy them.
One of the things that I think has been really special for Bethel is that Bethel has become a place that has helped Central Region Baptists plug into mission in a hands-on way. Bethel has not only been this place of doing ministry here, but it's been a place of helping others discover their gifts and their call to be involved in mission as well.
During the holiday seasons, Prairie Baptist Church gets awful excited, and we see the numbers of families that we can help. So this has given the impetus for Prairie to get excited and help these individuals have a better Christmas.
Bethel's role in their connection to the community, the partnerships that they create, and the ability to connect their neighborhood and neighborhood people with the services they need is critical, very critical. United Way of Wyandotte County supports about 38 agencies with over 60 programs, and Bethel Center is one of those agencies that we support, and we're happy to do it.
Central likes to think of itself as the big sister of Bethel. We're only 10 years older. Of course, Central was founded in 1901, and then Bethel just a short 10 years later. And from the outset, Central and Bethel have been partners in ministry. It's been one of the primary places that our students have gone to share in the ministry, to learn about concrete situations in the community, and to come as learners.
Pues hay muchos, así como yo, que necesitamos una ayuda, dónde comer, o dónde convivir con la gente, o dónde escuchar algún mejor mensaje para conseguir algún trabajo. Pues yo no tengo luz, no tengo gas, no tengo agua, no tengo dónde cocinar ni nada de eso. Y por eso vengo aquí a Bethel y aquí me sirve mucho, muy atentos. No puedo decir otras cosas. Me reciben muy bien, me dan comida y me siento pues, muy a gusto, me siento muy feliz.
Bethel lives out loving our neighbors by accepting them, loving them, and also without judging them, meeting their needs. Offering a renewed sense of hope is very important in this community. Hope is something we all live for, and many of them do not see that they have any future. We just love them because God loves them, because they're created in God's image. And we help them, we try to meet their needs. And that's what I believe we're here for.